Hey guys, welcome back to E-Bike Random Adventures. Today we're going to be taking a look at this beast of a scooter. This one is called the ONECNA GT8 Pro. The scooter has 11-inch tires, dual motors that give you up to 5,600 watts of peak power. That is a lot of power. It does have a claim top speed of 50 miles per hour. That's really fast on a scooter, guys. And it does have a huge battery. This is a 33 amp hour, 60 volt battery. They claim it'll give you up to 60 miles of range. Of course, that's going to be riding on single motor, probably on the lower power settings. This GT8 Pro does have a full suspension setup, guys. You do get the dual crown fork suspension in the front. It does have a shock absorber in the rear. As you can see, there is a seat installed right now. The seat is optional. You can leave it on here. You can take it off if you don't like it. But if you do ride with the seat on, it does have a really nice, big, cushy seat cushion, as well as it does have a suspension seat post underneath. This does have a lot of travel, so when you are riding, this thing feels really soft. It does come with a massive 550-pound weight limit, and it's definitely going to have plenty of power to carry big riders. In addition to all the power this thing has to get you going fast, it also comes with ONECNA branded hydraulic brakes in the front and the rear to get you slowed down. Considering this scooter can do up to 50 miles per hour, ONECNA does offer an optional steering dampener that can be installed on the scooter. A little bit later in the video, I'm going to show you that steering dampener. As you can see, you get all sorts of lighting on the scooter that makes it look cool. You do get the RGB lighting all the way around the deck. You do get taillights in the rear that kind of give you an underglow effect. You do have brake lights back there in the back too. And this scooter actually comes with turn signals in the rear. The RGB lighting does extend up here to the front also, and the scooter does come with dual headlights. This GT8 Pro is definitely a big beast of a scooter, guys. I am 6 foot tall. Let me show you how I look standing on it. I am loving it. It's pretty much the perfect size for me. I am going to end up taking this seat off, guys. I just put it on for the video to show you guys. Let me sit on the seat and show you how much travel it has. Check this out. That's how much suspension is in this seat post. A lot. Really soft. This did come with some extra countersunk bolts, so when you take the seat off and put the countersunk bolts in, your deck is going to be nice and flat. I did mention that this scooter has a huge 60 volt, 33 amp hour battery, but it does come with dual chargers, so you can charge this thing back up in just 8 hours. The scooter is totally foldable, guys. You can remove the seat, you can fold the seat post down, and the handlebars can be folded down. This thing is made out of aluminum, but with these dual motors and that giant battery, this is not a light scooter. This thing does weigh in at 97 pounds. Yeah. So yeah, it's portable, but it's going to be a bit of effort. The scooter does come with 2 NFC cards to turn it on. That's a good security feature, and it also has Bluetooth connectivity for app control. All right, let me get you in here a little bit closer and take a look. This is where the heavy-duty frame articulates in the rear. This is your rear shock absorber. I don't see any adjustments on it. This is what your rear taillights look like. If you pull the brake lever up front, the light up above it lights up. You do get the RGB lighting going all the way around the deck here. I will show you what this looks like at night. Here's a closer look at your cushy seat, the suspension seat post, and this is the folding seat mechanism. Like I said, you can take this off, and they do give you some countersunk screws to put in here. I do have size 12 feet, and as you can see, they can easily fit on this large deck. Here's a look at your really beefy folding mechanism. I will insert a clip showing you how this works. All right, let me show you really quickly how this folding mechanism works. All you got to do is pull this lever out right here. This is going to unlock it. You can see the weight is off of it now. Just hold your handlebar stem and click this latch over right here, and then it's going to drop down. Easy as that. And to put it back up, you simply pop it into place. You get the click, and make sure to latch your locking mechanism. Here's your dual crown fork suspension up front. There are no adjustments on these, but they did give you these nice anodized plugs. Down here at the bottom, they did put some covers on here to keep the dirt and dust out of these. Here's a look at your front headlight arrangement. You do get 2 bright headlights, and you do get the RGB lights in the background. You do get a nice little hard case up front that does say ONECNA on it. You can put your charger in here, your wallet, your phone, your keys, whatever you need to carry. Here's how your brake levers look. They are branded ONECNA. They do have adjustments right here if you want to adjust the feel. You do get some rubberized hand grips here. Let me show you how the control panel and the display works. Press and hold the power button. It's going to come on for a second, then it's going to go dark because you need to take your NFC card, touch it over here to unlock it. Then the display will come on. You do get a large speed reading. This is your battery level indication down here on the bottom. These are your speed modes. You do get Eco, Drive, and Sport on this one. To change that, you just cycle through the power button here. There's your Drive. There's your Sport. Back to Eco. If you cycle through this little 3 bars right here, it'll change your indications down here on the bottom. Right now it's on time. You get trip, odometer, get your voltage, back to time. Here's your headlight button. It does indicate there on the display. Right here on the display, you can see the rear motor is lit up red and the front is white. That's because we're on rear motor. Press this D/S button right here and it'll change it to dual motor and back to single motor. Simple as that. You can do that on the fly also. You do get a horn. It's got kind of a futuristic sound to it. Pretty cool. Let me get this thing in sport mode. I'll show you what it can do right out of the box. Nice and tame, nice and safe, 15 miles per hour. To unlock this beast, you have to triple click this button right here. It's going to change it from F1 to F2 over here. Let's do it now. Triple click. You get that F2. Now you better watch out. You got all the power now. It's on single motor. I'll show you what single motor can do. 37 miles per hour. And when you really want to unleash this beast, switch this over to dual motor. Let me try to show you what this can do. I got to lift up both wheels at the same time. Not easy. Holy moly. That was showing us 57 miles per hour unloaded. To get into the settings, guys, as you can see, I've already switched over to miles per hour because it was in kilometers out of the box. Triple click the power button. Gets you into the P settings. You click the power button, you keep going through the settings. When you want to get into one of them, you have to double click it. I'm going to get back to the P1. I'll show you how I changed it from miles per hour to kilometers. Double click it. It'll let you change it from kilometers to miles. And that's how you get into each setting. There is a cruise control feature on this scooter. Out of the box, it's not turned on. You have to get into these P settings and change the right P setting to turn on that cruise control. All right, guys, I'm going to remove this seat. I'm going to install that steering dampener. We're going to take this thing for a ride. All right, everyone, we're out here on the ONECNA GT8 Pro. I've been riding it a little bit already. As you can see, I did take that seat off. And here's a look at those countersunk screws they gave you to put in the holes. So after the seat off, everything is nice and flush. Nothing sticking up or anything like that. I did go ahead and install the steering dampener here. I'm going to make a whole other video, I believe, for the steering dampener install because it did take me about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes to get that installed. So I'm going to put that separately, but at least you can take a look at how it ended up looking. Feels pretty good. It might limit your steering just a tiny bit, maybe. I had to get it centered left to right. I don't think it's much, if at all, but maybe just the slightest bit. Anyhow, let's take this ONECNA, do a little bit more riding. Let me show you the modes, some of the hill climbing ability, stuff like that. I have already ridden the thing 6 miles. It did have 1 mile on it, so sitting at 7 miles. I don't know if you guys can see that screen really because of the refresh rate, so I might just have to tell you what's going on. I had to come back out and refilm this part again because it started raining on me. Let me tell you right off the bat here, we're going to save some time because if the scooter is in F1 mode, which I've got it in F1 mode right now. The top speed is 15 miles an hour in all the modes. So let's just go ahead and start on F2 and show you the unlocked modes. Triple click it, get it back to F2. Let's get it on Eco mode. Let's check out what Eco mode single motor will do. I do have the GPS running here, but this GPS is really laggy. It takes a while to catch up. See, we're showing 15 miles an hour. The GPS is showing 7 or 8 and slowly catching up. So once it finally catches up, the onboard seems to be pretty accurate. So we're probably just going to go with the onboard. Yeah, it's pretty close. So you get 15 on Eco mode. Let's bump it up. Drive mode, single motor. Pretty big jump in power there. GPS is lagging, so just let's go with the onboard. The onboard showing me 28. GPS is showing me 26, kind of bouncing around though. All right, let's put it in sport mode, single motor. There's 30, waiting on GPS to catch up. I was seeing about 33 on the onboard, 32 on the GPS. All right, guys, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do the hill climbing test out here. I usually start about right here. I'm just gonna start it out, single motor, sport mode, see how we do getting up this hill. Let's go. That's super good, guys. Even on a single motor, it was giving us about 25 miles an hour up the hill there. Faster than a lot of my e-bikes. The 750 e-bikes only get up that hill about 13 miles an hour. The fastest one I've seen lately was a 2,000 watt e-bike. Took us like 21 miles per hour up the hill here. And this just took us up pushing 25 miles an hour on single motor, so pretty awesome. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch this thing over to dual motor. When you put this thing over to dual motor, it really unlocks this beast, gives you all the power at that point. And I'm going to do that hill climb on dual motor, but I can tell you right now, I'm going to have to brake before the top of the hill because this thing is going to be too fast at the top of the hill, and I got to make the turn up there. But I will show you how insane this thing becomes. Hit this D/S, dual/single, get this thing on dual motor. You get the red light on the front and the back. Now your front wheel is going to do a burnout on you, so you need to hang on and be careful. Try to put the weight down on the front wheel. Let's go. Yeah, I gotta brake before we get to the top there, guys. I was seeing nearly 38 miles an hour on the uphill. So yeah, this thing absolutely rips. Pushing 40 miles an hour on an uphill is just crazy. All right, guys, we're gonna do a top speed run here. There is a slight uphill here till we get to the top of that hill, and then it levels out. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna try to get my weight down on this front wheel. Let's also try to see what kind of acceleration we can get on this run. Ready? Let's go. Pretty awesome. Hey man, I was seeing 47 on the onboard, 45 on the GPS. GPS is lagging a little bit, but to be honest, it felt really secure, really comfortable. And this thing just rips on that acceleration. Let me spin around over here. We'll do a little brake check. We do have the ONECNA branded hydraulic brakes. They do have 180 millimeter disc rotors on the front and the rear. Let me get up to about 20 here. We'll do the brake check. I'm going to lean back on it a little bit. Nice. Really smooth braking. Was able to lock up the tires, but it felt comfortable. The brakes are pretty awesome. So it's got tons of power. You got the 11-inch big fat scooter tires on this one. You're going to be able to do some light trail riding like this, no problem at all. Just watch out for the big tree roots and deep holes and stuff like that. Other than that, the suspension feels pretty good. It's a comfortable ride here on this trail. Let me just ride down here and we'll go right across the dam. It's definitely very capable here. This part's really rough right up here. We made it across. I still have it on dual motor. Probably don't need to have it on dual motor for this light trail, but it's okay. Just watch your front wheel spin, that's all. Of course, I could tone it down actually, probably to eco or drive mode. It's going to be plenty of power. Get it back on drive mode. I'm going to shoot across this dam here. Woohoo! Nice. So yeah, basically if you need to get out in traffic and ride with traffic, you can do it on this scooter. This thing goes fast enough to ride with all the side street traffic for sure. I mean, you're not going to be getting on the highway or anything, but woohoo! Normally I get over for the cars. I'm not even going to get over for the cars today. Adjust my levers here. Let me see if I can bring these out. That's what I really want. I want my brakes to be right at the beginning of the pull. I think it's getting better like that. Yeah. Quite a bit of adjustment here. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I want my brakes to be right there, and they were way back here. So I felt like I was kind of really having to squeeze a little hard to get the braking action. As you can see, super easy to adjust. That's what I want to feel. Let me see how it feels now. Oh, yes. Oh, that's light years better. I wanted to take a look at our handlebar stem here. It is a pretty heavy duty handlebar stem on this one. Looks like to be about 1 inch thick or so. So that's not worrying me at all. Some of these are so skinny. This one is actually pretty heavy duty, pretty beefy. Got a little box on the front. You can bring your charger with you if you're going to work or something like that. This scooter can charge up with 2 chargers to make the charging go faster, or you can just use the one charger, like if you're not in a hurry. Since I had all night to charge it, I just plugged it in with one charger. So, but it is a big battery, 33 amp hour battery. So get those 2 chargers on there. They say you can charge it up in 8 hours from dead. I mean, it's probably never going to be fully dead, you know, so it's not going to take you that long to charge it up with the double chargers. I did some trail riding earlier out in the woods. The trail riding went pretty well, but yeah, this gravel is feeling a little bit rough. I definitely don't want to go too fast here. It rides a little bit better on the trail that I was on, and it rides a lot better on the road. You can go down these gravel roads, no problem. Obviously, you got knobby tread tires. They're definitely big knobby tires, but they do have some smooth knobs on them. So they're kind of like an on-road, off-road style tire. There's the numbers on your motor if I didn't show you earlier. 60 volts, 3,000. That's what it says. This thing's supposed to peak out at 5,600 watts. I think they were saying, what was it, 2,800 on the front, 2,800 on the back. Pretty high peak. It looks like the motors are actually rated for 3,000, so they're actually running it a little bit under the capacity. These are some beefy motors that can handle 3,000 watts. Wow. It's amazing technology. Being able to get 3,000 watt motors into those little wheels is just incredible. This is where I feel like this thing is kind of shining suspension wise. It didn't really feel great on the gravel road. It felt a little bit jittery, I guess. But on this sidewalk, it feels really good. Yeah, this sidewalk has so many breaks in it and dips in it and everything. And it feels super great on this sidewalk, the suspension. I just think the frequency of that gravel was just not right for this setup. But out here, this is feeling really good. Nice, love it. The side-to-side steering just feels nice and smooth. It's got a little bit of resistance to it since I put that steering dampener on there, so that feels good. I definitely think you want to get that steering dampener and add it on. It was a little bit of work. Took me about 20 minutes of work, put it on. Yeah, the little scooters, they can't go this far. They don't have enough battery range. This thing has this big beast of a battery, 33 amp hours. Totally caught up with that Jeep. So yeah, I just did a really long speed run there to catch back up with that Jeep. I was running 45 miles an hour and it was actually quite comfortable. Just make sure you hang on to the handlebars, you know, that's it. But felt like I got a little bit more used to the speed there as I was doing that long run. This thing can blast up hills, man. All right, look at that hill. It's pretty steep and it's pretty long. Probably about, what, 700, 800 feet of long hill here. Let me get this thing on dual motor here. There's a car coming behind me, so let's go ahead and rip up here. Slow down for the speed bump. Ripping up the hill. Slow down for the speed bump. What hill? What hill? This scooter just pretty much just eliminated that hill. I couldn't even feel it. Let's see if we can keep up with traffic here. Why not? I don't know if the battery is just that massive, but it hasn't dropped any battery bars and at 22 miles, and that don't seem right, I guess. But when I get up here, get back to my area, we'll check the voltage, see where the voltage is showing. Rolling back into my area here now. On the way back, I just started getting into the power, and I was really enjoying the ride. You can use the power very liberally on this scooter, and you're gonna have plenty of range, guys. It's not like those little tiny scooters where you start running out of range after about 15 miles. This thing is just getting warmed up at 25 miles here. So, well, I can tell you right now, the battery bar is not accurate for whatever reason, because if it was a full battery, we'd be at 66 something volts. 57.1 volts, that is actually sitting at just a little bit below 50% battery life. Not quite sure why the battery indication shows full. The battery is about halfway down. We did 25 miles. It's looking like their claim of 60 miles of range is going to be totally doable on this scooter, especially if you're riding on single motor, eco mode. The scooter has long range. Even riding the way I've been riding today, ripping all sorts of power out of this thing, it's looking like I'm going to get about 40 miles of range. Me being 215 pounds and ripping around on this thing all day long. Bottom line, guys, this scooter's just simply awesome. It's well built, all built out of aluminum. It's steady, it's solid. It's got super long range with that huge battery. It looks cool. It's got the RGB lighting going on. It does have the awesome tail lights and brake lights in the rear that kind of put a little bit of an underglow effect to it at night. Pretty cool down the sides. Got your really bright tail lights in the rear. And those tail lights, they give you kind of a underglow here in the rear. Here's your RGB on the front and your two bright headlights. That's how bright your display is at night. Nice and bright, easy to see. It's got real easy controls. It's got a nice display. You got the NFC chips to unlock it. This phone holder came with it. I forgot to mention that, guys. This is a pretty nice little X phone holder. Put your phone in there and locks down like that. So that was one of the accessories that came with it. This thing is sitting at around $1,200. You are getting a lot of scooter for that price. All right, everyone, if the ONECNA GT8 Pro is the scooter for you, I will put the link for this scooter in the description below the video. Like and subscribe to the channel for more e-bike and scooter content like this. I appreciate y'all watching. I'll catch you in the next one.